Okay, next video. Now what we're doing in this video is we're teaching Digga to move from a front position, which is sitting in front like as in this doodle here, to a heel position, which is obviously, you know what heel is. Now, the whole point of this is for Digga to learn where heel is if he's not in the right position. That's the key to teaching a dog to heel. It's no good, and that's the key to the other videos I showed on chaos healing. It's not to teach the dog to be in the position, okay? So you may get somebody who'll hold the lure above their head and use muscle memory. This is where you're going to be, this is where you're going to be, this is where you're going to be, okay? Because what the dog ultimately needs to do, and what they do eventually really, is teach the dog to learn where heel is from not in heel position, okay? So when you saw me, if you watched the other videos, walking around with Hector, and he's out of position, and I'm not giving a fuck, I'm just rewarding him when he gets back into position all the time. His little brain is going, and he's learning to how to get to heel from all over the shop, because it's such a fucking mess, right? This is a more sort of orderly way to teach that specific thing. You put the dog in front of you, and then I am luring him initially, because this is his first go. And just like when you were doing the turns, you basically hold the food like that, and then when you want him to turn, you turn it round the side of his head. You don't even need to angle your hand much, and the dog will naturally just turn backwards and come into the correct position. When he's in the correct position, mark and reward. You can just even give him a reward. I'm not 100% convinced that marker training is for the dog. I think it's more for us. But that's a controversial bunch of shit that I might go into another time. So I'll just get straight on to the video now. You can have a look at the video and then I'll come back to you after it's done. Good boy. Did you get going? Heel. Good. Ready? Heel. Good. Heel. Good boy. Heel. Closer, come. Good boy. Heel. Good. Heel. Good. Heel. Good boy. Heel. Yes. Good boy. Heel. Good. It's too far. Good. Yes. What a good boy. Good boy. Ready? Sit. Good. Ready? Heel. Yeah, good boy. What a clever fucking puppy. Heel. Good boy. Breathe. Good dog. Sit. Good. You ready? Ready? Yeah, what a good boy. Digga, digga, digga. Good. Ready? Yes. Dig, 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 dig. Run. Run. Yes, good. Ready? Yeah, what a good boy. Doos. Good. Okay. Ready? Yeah. I'm going to have to go into my fast here. Time to go. Right, boy. Ready? Good. Breathe. Okay. You got come. Run. Good. Ready? Yes, good boy. That'll do me. Oh no, I don't do one more. I think I need to play fucking foot then. Right, great. More. Right. Okay, Digga, Digga, ready? Come on, ready? I moved again. How do you stop fucking moving? Sit, alright. Sit. Right. Good. Ready? Come on. Yes. You're such a clever boy. Breathe. Okay, so you've seen that now. That's the next stage. There's not been much walking done. Obviously, now and again, I'm doing the same as I did with Hector and Rosie, where we're just walking around, and every time he's in heel position, he's getting a treat. But you can teach the whole thing without ever doing that. You've just got to teach this shit, okay, and the stuff that's coming up ahead. Now, you may have seen me there move so to help him into position a couple of times. Towards the end, I stop it, where he's turning, and then I take a step, okay? Now, by the end of the video, I've stopped doing that, and there's a reason why I'm doing it at the beginning. If you teach a dog to like heel on a touchpad, to turn on a touchpad, like I kind of touched on this in my other videos, the dog is learning that you move around the dog, but what you really want is the dog to move into you, right? Or turn around your leg, sorry. So this is why I'm having to move, because the dog is not because he's been taught on a touchpad, but it takes them a while to clock that they've got to turn around you, not just stand in the same position and pivot round the touchpad on their front feet or even on the floor, which is kind of what they're learning when you're luring them round, as in the first video I think it was. So that's the bit that you need to eliminate. You need to eliminate the dog keeping his front feet still, okay? So the last one I think it is, I stay still and help him a little bit more with my hand. Now, in the next few videos, I'll show you how to completely fuck that off so that the dog is pivoting around your leg rather than you pivoting around the dog. But like I said, this is the key to all healing, is to allow the dog to go through the process of finding heel from somewhere where he's outside of heel. Okay, that's the bit that the dog's learning when it's healing. It's not learning to be there, okay? Which you can teach it that way, because if you repeat it enough, and people repeat it over and over and over and over and over and over for months and months, the dog will learn it that way. But this is a much quicker way, in my opinion, of teaching it. So I am going to shut up now and leave you till the next video.